Nigeria to prosper everyone is very passionate. Can they elaborate on this?
Well, first of all, it's important for everyone to know that we are here for the launching of the book that was titled The Nigerian Dream. And by the Nigerian Dream, it means the crystallization of our hopes, our aspirations, our expectations, our demands, our forecast, and perhaps our prophecy of what a Nigerian should be. And when you talk about Nigerian dream, it is about us and our future, politically, socially, economically. Where will Nigeria be in the next 10, 20, 30 years? What was the tribulations, the travails, and the challenges we faced in our journey as a nation? And for now, we have reached a point where Nigerians have started asking themselves questions. We are a nation of 220 million people. What plans, what provisions, what vision do we have as a nation that will take charge of our lives for the next 10, 20 years? So when we talk of the Nigerian dream, it is about education, it's about health, it's about infrastructure, it's about the realization of our own vision of the future. Someone here rose a point and said it shouldn't be about simply politics, it should not be. This should be a nation where there should be justice, freedom, equality, and equity, where every Nigerian can aspire for any position and become whatever he wants to become. Why there is so much conversation about the American dream is that America provided a platform and opportunity for its citizens. You can be nothing today and be something and someone and very important person tomorrow. So when you talk of a Nigerian dream, it's about the vision, the hopes, and ambition, and the aspiration of each and every person who lives within the territory of Nigeria. And I believe that if we want to have a nation that we can truly call our own, it's not about the constitution, it's not about the national anthem, it's not about the national pledge, it's not about what we put on paper, it's about what we practice on the ground. So, to our leaders, Nigeria can be a united nation, Nigeria can be a prosperous nation if you lead with the fear of God and with a determination and commitment to fulfill your pledges. It's been 63 years since our political independence. And when you go through the manifestos of Nigeria's first generation politicians, it is about light, it's about water, it's about education, it's about bridges, it's about unity. And here we are, over 6 decades, we are still talking of the same thing. So I believe that the Nigeria of our dream should be the different one that we inherited, an improved version of it, an advanced version of it. West Africa is looking up to us, the whole of Africa is looking up to us, and the black race is looking up to us. It has been estimated that by the year 2050, Nigeria will be the third most populous nation in the world. So we shouldn't just be big by numbers of people, but our economy should be big, our future should be big. We should build a nation where our people will prefer to remain in our country than to bolt out, either as legal or illegal immigrants. Each time you wake up in this country, you hear of reports of Nigerians passing through the Sahara, stranded in Libya, Algeria, and Tunisia, some of them sinking in the Mediterranean Sea in search of greener pastures in Europe. That should not be a Nigeria. Each time you wake up in the morning, you hear of humongous amount of money being stolen by people in public office. This should not be a Nigeria. Whenever you wake up in this country, you hear comments of hate, of bigotry by some people against others. If we want a united country, we must work for it. When you see some nations destroy themselves like Sudan, it's about the seed they planted, the injustice, the iniquity they planted in that country and has imploded the country. So we should be very careful. Thank
Sir,
you.
last
As
question,
a dream,
sir.
sir.
So how do you rate this current administration since assumption? And then what's your stand on the issue of fuel subsidy?
Well, whatever political party you belong, you want a better Nigeria, a Nigeria that your children can be proud of and live in peace. The reform programs embarked upon by this administration are positives, but they have to be very careful in terms of the hardship and the suffering inflicted on the people. We have been paying millions of naira and then billions of naira and trillions of naira as subsidy to people they call petroleum marketers, which you and me cannot mention the name of any one person. Who are these people? That has stopped. It's good. But it is reflecting on our food, on our tuition fees for our children, and in our hospital bills. So there must be a serious attempt to address the issue of poverty in this country with that aspect. The sacking of the service chief is very important. It's necessary. When people are appointed into office and they fail to perform, they should be sacked. Buhari has wasted Nigeria's time for 8 years. He has employed people, he has appointed people who failed, and he kept on extending their period in office. That's very wrong. He has accused all governments of corruption and pilferings, all the ills of Nigeria. He accused all the previous government. Here his government has proven one of the worst in the history of Nigeria. So as far as I'm concerned, Tinubu has started very well with his reform programs. And what he has to be very careful is the fact that this can trigger. And I think we should also be very clear on this. It doesn't mean if you are from the PDP or Labour Party, when things are done rightly, they are done rightly. And those who are in court challenging the election of this government, they also have the constitutional right to do it. Nobody should stop them. But when things are done in a positive way, we have to appreciate it, because we came from a past 8 years of darkness. Buhari is a disaster. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Please hold on. The senator will launch